Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we're back to Nancy Drew Dossier resorting to danger. We aren't too far from the end, so with any luck we'll be finished with this game in this recording. Mr. Mingles, the dog, has been sucked up this pneumatic tube here, so we're going to have to reverse the pressure and free him. Mr. Mingles has run off and we're chasing after him, even though it does seem like this really does seem like we are bouncing around suspecting several different people, and at the end of the game I wouldn't be surprised if everybody's guilty. And then we have the original builder of all these gadgets saying the control panel is on the floor, of course. So we've got to figure out how would we access a floor here that looks like it's been remodeled. This whole room looks like it's been remodeled severely compared to the original creator's time. Pixel hunt, pixel hunt. Far too much of this game has been a pixel hunt. Let's see. Camembads? Computer automated electromechanical beautification and diagnostic stationery. I feel like this is an initialism to mean something, but I don't even know what that word would be. It's marble machine which enables beauticians to identify and treat facial imperfection with the flip of a switch. Note, because of the clients must be completely relaxed when exposed to camembads, it is advisable to strap kiwi slices firmly to their eyes. Health Dan Helgeson. And then camembads must be aimed for laser modes to work. Helfton. Also, camembad joints require frequent oiling. HH. Let's see. Pull. It's stuck. So we need some kind of oil. Your name is Bait. I'm gonna put the fish in the microwave. That was not Camembad's access panel. Spelled backwards, this doesn't spell anything either. Need something long and skinny. What's this? Greasy, that and that. Nope. Your name is SH. Your name is Arc. So we're gonna spell shark bait. Apparently. We even see a shark? Although I suppose if just because you don't see a shark doesn't mean there isn't one nearby. Alright, so you have this, which seems like it would be, you would use it with this, unless you're supposed to turn that to open it, or shake this, or you're supposed to shake this. Then SH plus that is shark. I guess maybe we're supposed to pull this open. Inside is a clean probe tool, which I guess we use to open this. Yeah, this really highlights where if you don't manage to find that one thing you need to find, you will be stuck forever. Wow, that looks way more medical than I would be happy with. That looks way more deadly.
This suspicious password has 3 parts?
Okay, well, SH. ALK. And then bait. Password was shark bait. The arm joint is failing, so we'll use the oil on it. And guess we'll see if this works. Surgical glue looks pretty strong. Guess we need oil, multiple joints. Let's see. Says missing laser, I think. Imaging mode. So is this just gonna cut a hole in the floor? I wonder. And then laser mode. It seems really sci-fi. I never really felt like Nancy Drew was even set in the like modern time. I feel like Nancy Drew makes the most sense if she's doing it somewhere around 87, 88, early 90s, but before the punk era. But yeah, if you're starting to throw in like laser technology, you're getting fairly crazy. But I suppose this is also a case where the games might get crazier than the books do. We've got a thin flat item. Switch is broken, so we use the glue, fix the switch, and then we pull the switch. And so we've got the dog running away, so we can see this document. Let's see. To whom it may concern, as my representative law firm, I demand you pursue a lawsuit for Mr. Mingle's current condition. I don't want damages. I want everything. I don't care if you have to drag it out until they can't afford their lawyers' fees. I don't care if you can do it in one fell swoop. No one crosses me. Do this for me, or I've found another firm that will. Miss S.J. Montague. Okay, well, she does seem like she's
Nancy, more towels need folding in reception. Get on it.
But if Montague is planning on suing the pants off the...
Time once again to work your detective magic.
Cassidy's clearly a bit getting ridiculous. And doubtful of Nancy Drew's abilities. Yeah, but if she was planning on suing, then why do the bombing? Think you're a hard-boiled detective? This one will show your worth. This level has a new peril to watch out for: bomb tiles. Every time you make a match that doesn't include a bomb tile, the bomb will count down by 1. If it reaches 0, it will turn all nearby tiles into locks. Well, that's better than just blowing up in your face. All you have to do to get rid of the bomb is match a tile with it. Good luck. And we're got a lot of spells, so a lot of letters to spell and a lot of things to try and pull off. But see, it puts a lock here, so you can't even solve it immediately if you wanted to. That goes to 3. I can't match it with anything though. Like they've set this up in such a way that you just can't win. We would need to be able to get rid of that first. And that doesn't do anything because that just drops that down. So, best case scenario, you do this and you just let it go down as much as possible so the locks are locked. Ooh. Apparently there was another bomb. Didn't realize that there were 2 bombs in this setup. And see, as soon as you get one bomb, it resets to another bomb. So you're still doomed. So yeah, I just don't think this is really worth your time. But there is a problem here, I suppose, in that if I don't solve this fast enough to get one of these, I can't unlock the locks, which paints me into such a terrible position. Yeah, there's pretty much nothing you can do here. Right. Let's see. So can we get a match here? Yes. There is a puzzle here. Can I get a match here? No. I can do that much. That's pretty much it. Well, this matches it, so that saves you with that and gives you, I guess, one more opportunity because bombs don't go down until you do something that doesn't involve a bomb at all. That done. Go ahead and get that one done. Go ahead and get that one done. Can we do anything with A that's particularly interesting? Guess the answer was not really. So yeah, I'm trying to do my best here. A lot of this really does just feel like it's going to come down to you're going to have to get as many matches as possible and just hope you have one of these, or that you could just reshuffle, and the reshuffle would potentially unlock things too, which I'm not 100% sure that that's really the case. I couldn't possibly solve for this one, so that's just gonna explode and lock again, which pretty much means only these two can even be moved of the first 3 rows. And then you look at this row, and you don't have much you can do. Look at this row, and it's not a lot. Still really can't do anything. Could try to place that. Nope, that won't work. Can do this. More things are getting locked. Yeah, these puzzles still getting really grindy. Not really feeling it. Not really feeling like it's giving me a real challenge versus just making kind of ridiculous demands of your time. Like, Yeah, I think at this point I probably can't make any more matches. And yet the game doesn't seem like it's really telling me that. Is there a bottom eye even on the field? Yes, there's only one. They definitely don't evenly distribute the drops. Yeah, there's nothing you can do here. So then you need to play that, which unlocks everything. Which then solves a lot of issues. That was probably the wrong move. Yeah, I just need an A and some D's, which we haven't been doing a lot of D's, and an I. There's the D. There's an A. Seems like we don't even get any bombs anymore. Or if we are going to get a bomb, it's going to be quite a while. Unfortunately, I've got a bunch of these A's in the way, so it might be a while. Yeah, we got a bomb back. There we go. So, what should you do with both hands in bad eggs? R-A-I 2 D's. both hands and bad eggs. I guess bad hands and bad eggs. You discard. Yeah.
Discard.
It makes a lot more sense if we can read it correctly. So I guess that means we're going to the waste room.
I'll bet that's the place the clue refers to.
Have we even been in the waste room or only been in the first furnace room? Yeah, and that didn't feel like that gave us really any points towards Ultimate Private Eye. No, we've never even been in this room before. There's actual towels. And still have to double click to open this. It just threw me in with no introduction, which that's a little odd. Let's see. We either go here or there, and then you're pretty much out of luck. So you're probably having to do something super crazy like this, and then going up here, and then going up there, then coming down this way, probably that way, and then I don't have enough vertical for this, so
Oh boy.
the fact that it started without giving me any warning is obviously going to play a factor there. That, then that I assume is the right move, and that I assume is the right move, but maybe not. If there was some way to get it to go back this way, that would be fine. Problem there is that doesn't work, and I have too many horizontals and not enough verticals. I'm not really seeing a solution here.
Oops.
We're gonna potentially get the full run of the oops sound effects. Yeah. You potentially do that, and then you just have nothing. So, that's not the answer. Is there possibly a trick here where we just do this, this, and this, and do that, do that? Do I have another thing that would turn you downward? Yes, I do. So
No construction accidents here.
this time they didn't
This
even want
bomb's
to use.
loaded with rotten eggs.
They weren't going to let you actually use any of the blocks, so they were just distractions. And you would think we would have wanted to been in this area more than once. Let's see. Towels are clean but still wet. Something inside the door. Well, then let's pull the door.
Someone has smeared their finger on the inside of this door. I need to steam it up to see what it says.
Okay, so we need some steam. Do we just start it? Start to steam? All kinds of green glowing chemicals. Autoclave operation manual. Sanitizes laboratory and medical tools using high temperature and pressure. The autoclave's interactive screen is password protected. Keep the password nearby in case of emergency. Use the Kohlmeister brand autoclave paper and ink is lightly recommended. Information printed on the paper will appeal only after it's been exposed exposed to adequate temperature and pressure, ensuring that the tools autoclaved with it have been properly sanitized. It's an interesting...
I wonder what was printed.
Let's see. Pull the printer. Or need to pry it open somehow. What else are we finding? Pry tool to pry it open.
It looks like someone is using a special kind of ink and paper in this printer.
Okay. Nothing on the, as far as the light switch. We're looking for one more thing to click on. I guess maybe we should put this with this. And then press the start button. That way the wet clothes will steam up. And then I guess maybe that's the password. Now we can use autoclave. Press to open autoclave.
Whoa,
that time I just clicked
that air
it.
pressure change sent a bunch of papers flying. I'd better collect them. Someone may have been trying to destroy evidence in here.
So now we have like 13 things flying around to find. Bits of paper to do another puzzle. See what that button does. Opens a gate. Shake the coat. Get another piece of paper. Looking for 4 more pieces of paper. Which, this is the closest thing to a standard hidden object game, I imagine, that we're running into, because we're looking for pieces of paper. May very well not have minded more of this and less of some of the other ridiculous minigames. Although I guess I should applaud that we're not doing the molecule match 3 edges game, because that one kind of sucked. And the facial minigame we did 2 or 3 times, and that sucked every time we did that. We're looking for one more piece of paper. In fact, we'll probably want to go back to the main menu and just look at all the mini games and just highlight how terrible they all were. Like, it's a simple thing to realize that if mini games are gonna be fun, you'll see at least a mini game like that in a bigger game, or just being used by other people. Or you'll see it sold individually as its own thing on Steam for a very cheap price. And so there are definitely slide puzzles and jigsaw puzzle games on Steam, which highlight that those are good enough, and they're hidden object games that tend to be a collection of hidden object puzzles and several other mini games. But there's pretty much 0 facial mini games, and there's pretty much 0 match 3 edges of a color mini games. There's room for another small thing to be autoclaved. I may have to use a hint here, because I feel like I've just pixel hunted all over. I don't see it. I do not see it at all. Like, that was useless to me. Like, whatever it brightened up was... Oh, here it is. It's way at the top.
That's too high up. I need to figure out a way to get it down.
Okay. see. Pressurized oxygen gas. I'm about to blow myself up at this rate. You'd be surprised how a pressurized oxygen tank is particularly designed to be very cautious about causing even a small spark, because it really can blow up. Like, it's not an exaggeration.
It looks like I have all those pieces of paper. They're blank. How do I get the ink to show up?
Well, wasn't it a case that you had to use it in the autoclave? Which, press the button and then take the pieces. And here's your big reveal, I imagine. I doubt we're gonna get a big long speech by the bad guy explaining their motivations and showing their true evil side or anything like that. I imagine we're gonna get a less satisfactory version of something you would expect from a bad episode of Scooby-Doo. It is probably a game like this probably highlights why there aren't that many Scooby-Doo games.
Apparently,
and
Joanna
they're
doesn't
not very
thrive
good.
in this environment. Could she be the bomber?
Because it wouldn't make a lot of sense that there would be like as many Scooby-Doo games as, let's say, a quarter of Scooby-Doo episodes. Or at the very least, one Scooby-Doo video game for every season of every Scooby-Doo cartoon that's ever existed, but no, that's not the case. So from Dr. D. Ration to Joanna Brown, who I don't even know who Joanna Brown is. I can't remember any of their names. Subject: your test results, Miss Brown. My careful analysis of your test results indicates that when under pressure you exhibit a propensity for violence which could eventually prove disruptive if not disastrous. It's imperative that you avoid any and all people and situations which evoke in you feelings of disappointment, anger, or frustration. Boy, I need a doctor's note like this. Just show that to every person that irritates me and just say, nope, I have a doctor's note. I'm excused from dealing with you. These stressors could easily elicit the aforementioned undesirable behavior. If a doctor is telling you something like this and you don't know it, you should probably be institutionalized. If you cannot control your own behavior, which is basically what he's saying, and external forces are going to cause you to snap, that's not good. Your current profession, in which you must deal with people who possess massive egos and messy habits, is less than ideal for someone in the state of mind. Please consider putting your PhD in electrical engineering to good use and re-enlisting the field re-entering the field of academic research. That's funny because generally I think a therapist or a medical doctor would not tell you to give you job advice. Not only would you be working with like-minded individuals in a more palatable setting, but it is certain to make you feel more fulfilled. Please schedule a follow-up appointment for next week. Dr. D. Ryzen, MD. So whoever Joanna Brown is, whether she's the lady who ran the Zen room or what, which maybe that was her, apparently has electrical engineering knowledge, which could highlight the ability to make a bomb, but might also highlight that maybe there's some kind of treasure in this hotel that she found, and she's trying to scare people away to get the treasure. I don't know. Seems like it'd be fairly late in the game to introduce that as a concept, though.
Oh, shoot. Someone's coming.
What are you doing here?
Looking for you. I, just wanted to talk some more. In fact, why don't you tell me about your brother? You said he was some kind of...
Ryder?
You said he was some kind of writer?
That was
My
a guess.
brother Elwood? He's a darn good one. That's what kind of writer he is. Writes everything. Poems, stories, books, even movies. And that goofy haiku stuff. He's real good at that.
Is he the one who wrote that book you have called...
Let's see. Waverly Rules?
Where'd you get that idea?
Wrong. Mid-break at Waverly?
Did he write the book called Midbreak at Waverly?
No, he's never been published. But last year, he came real close to selling a movie, real close. But this one person ended up saying no, and that was that. Broke poor Elwood's heart.
So it is the janitor
Seeing him all crushed like that broke mine.
who is attacking
Long as you're
the...
here, come on. I'll give you a tour. The person who owned this place
actress.
before the Redondo bought it built this big, elaborate underground bomb shelter. It's pretty cool.
So she's pretty
no,
much...
that's okay.
Nancy, you down there?
Yes, Mr. Blesky. Joanna and I were just having a nice little chat.
Well, care to guess who's now blowing little blue bubbles in the reception area?
Guess the tour is gonna have to wait. See you later.
So... yeah, Joanna is the janitor, and everything here seems to indicate she's the bomber, trying to get revenge on the actress who said no to her brother's movie script. And now we've got the dog stuck, I assume, in the recycling bin. Need to open this, and pulling seems not to work. So what else are we looking for? And once again, we're back to there being glass over the harmonica. So unless the Cassidy character is adding and removing the glass, they've just got no game consistency at all going on. And see, if they had adopted a more free roaming, modern, maybe this is just lift.
Oh boy, he got himself stuck in a safe? I better figure out how to open this.
Yeah. Save stuff.exe. Okay. Fingertips for typing. Can't click on that. Email. Can't click on that. Invoices. Can't click on that. Can click on save stuff.exe. And then apparently the marine feed is 0 through 9. The reads with rhyme. Popular notes. Mary's birthday. Seriously? Let's see, I need to remove the case to find the harmonica. So, fortify your fishes. So, 4, submit, back. See what popular notes. But there's a sheet of music here. Well, let's see if we lift this. 1, 2, 3 to a better me. Which, I guess that's those 3 answers. 1, 2, 3. to a better me. So we'll assume that that's what that is. Need one more thing to click on. Mary's birthday is March 6th. So that's either 06.
That's not right.
Oh, I guess that means that's right. So, or 36. Okay. Reads with rhyme. Reads with rhyme would be 5. Well, we just lift this. Too cool to play forever, RH. So I guess it's 2.
That's not right.
Reads with rhyme. Too cool to play forever. So either it's 202 or like 3, 4, 2, 4, and then 7 if it's the number of letters. See if it's 202.
That's not right.
2. Cool. Five. Then what would be the point of this? 1. I mean, there's 2 O's, then there's 2 O's, and then there's 1, so it could be 221. I'm probably making this super complicated.
That's not right.
Let's just double check it's not just 5. 3 digits
right.
is a little too many. See, is there a help button here? We found all the items. RH TRH. I don't think T or R would be a 1-digit number. Are you supposed to be able to count every single little hole here? Let's see.
That's not right. That's not right. That's
We
not
could
right.
pretty well brute force
That's not right. That's
a
not right.
1-digit number,
That's not right. That's not right.
but
That's not right.
that's about it.
That's not right.
2, 2.
That's not right. That's not right.
We could brute force
That's not right. That's not right.
it
That's
if it's
not
the
right.
first 2. What did it say? Oh wait, too cool to play forever. It was the 4 that was throwing me off. Then we've got the dog. Where are we at this point? Like, we've got 4 more chapters. And I would love to kind of just rush through this and be done. But I also kind of suspect that the last chapters have to be longer. And very traditionally when I'm wrapping up a series, it does go longer anyways. So now would be the right time to end this. Really. Let's watch this cutscene. Everybody steps up behind me.
Mr. Mingles, there you are. What a naughty, naughty boy
It
you've
sure would
been.
make a lot more sense
Please, Mrs. Montague, from now on,
if
keep him tied
everybody
up or
had
something, okay?
have a conversation
I'll do no
like
such
this
thing. Especially
before
since
this
his
point.
odd behavior and all the other bizarre symptoms he now exhibits are your fault.
You're so angry about his botched.
See. Haircut, spinal manipulation, stomach massage, acupuncture.
What on earth are you talking about?
Yeah, I don't even remember. Let's just see if
Did I hear you right?
it was just messing up
Did
completely.
I hear you right?
Alright, so this should give me basically no bonus.
You're so angry about his botched
Yep,
spinal
That
manipulation.
gave me no bonus.
I can't help but wonder how far you'll go to get even.
Well, it is my hope that she goes as far as she can. Mr. Bolesky and the people he works for are interested only in money. Not fairness, not compassion, not justice, just money.
Hey,
Way to
look,
throw
no
that
one
in.
forced you to work here. You don't like your contract, you shouldn't have signed it. So just quit whining. And quit begging every guest that walks through the door for money to finance that idiotic pipe dream store of yours.
So you're aware that Helfton...
Let's see.
So you know he's been discussing funding with Mrs. Montague?
It's so
Of course,
funny
Joanna
here.
told me.
That Joanna?
This
the
is
janitor?
supposed to be
Is
a
she
case
your new BFF or something?
where Nancy Drew is
could
supposed to
tell him
find
what
out all
you've
the
been doing.
information.
Course, that would mean your job, wouldn't it?
He's supposed
you
to
mean
be
it's
fired.
against the rules for staff members to...
Read radical magazines, use sensory deprivation, date guests.
You mean it's against the rules for staff members
This is
to
just
date
like
guests?
so dumb.
Bet it is.
Nancy should
You didn't
be
tell me we were breaking the rules.
saying these things.
You? You're the one who's been fraternizing with the help? Yes, sweet thing. Mummy is appalled too. I guess we know whose films we'll never watch again.
No, wait. You don't understand. I was preparing for a role. It was all an act.
Excuse me?
I was just seeing what a relationship with a lowly receptionist would feel like. I'm an actor. It was all research. So let's just keep this quiet, okay? There's no reason for anyone to suffer just because some nosy loser couldn't keep her big fat mouth shut.
If this throws a wrench in your career, good. You'll be getting just what you deserve.
How can you say that? What did I ever do to you?
It's not what you did to her. It's what you did to...
Yeah. So this is the big mystery, I guess. Is that were you paying attention over this extremely long 5-6 hour game that spent 98% of its time having you do pointless puzzles instead of thinking about the story or telling you the story or even caring about the story?
Joanna's angry about what you did to her brother.
I assume I'm
brother?
probably
My
already
brother Elwood wrote the best
at
movie
the-
script ever. Only they never made a movie out of it because you turned it down. And then, when he tried to get you to tell him what was wrong with it so he could fix it, you ignored his calls. All 89 of them.
I will not be ignored. Oh my gosh, you're the one who's been leaving me those notes.
Who cares about the notes? She's probably the one who's been planting those bombs.
Bombs? Did he say bombs? Don't worry, Sweet Pea. That was
Like,
the last
there's
straw.
still no
we are
reason
leaving and never setting foot in this dreadful
for
place
this-
again.
By forcing
these
me to work in the
visuals to be
vicinity of
this
someone
way.
as deranged as that janitor, you have failed to provide me with a safe work environment. And that is a breach of my contract. Which means I, as they say, am out of here.
Yeah, whether you have a contract with somebody or not,
Is your brother
you just
looking around
you
here
can
too?
pretty much
Is he the one who's been planting the
not
bombs?
show up for work.
I can't
People
believe
aren't
this
going
is
to really
happening to me. To my
succeed
screwball
at
sister, yes, but to
suing
me?
somebody.
I need to call my agent.
Open your eyes, Dunderhead. Can't you see how preoccupied with publicity your supposed girlfriend is? She's the one making stuff go boom around here. Wise up.
Well, now that people seem to be all done slinging mud at me, I think I'll go take a bath in some.
4 words. Find the bomber.
That's only 3.
Now!
Hey, my bomb detector's going off.
So yeah, you have that whole cutscene, which that certainly felt like that was going to be the end of it. Still not to ultimate private eye. It would really suck if we messed this up. I wonder if the brother Elwood is even real, or if Johanna is just crazy. Certainly draw her to make her look crazy. That's great. That's silly. It was like right here, and yet it wants me to get an exact pixel. It doesn't really feel like. Guess you could probably just
This
click.
black powder must be what's triggering the detector, which means this map was left behind by the mad bomber.
And they must be in the bomb shelter.
And that means this emergency shelter is my next destination. It looks like there are 3 entryways. I think entering from the garden is the safest bet.
Yeah, it would have also made a lot more sense if the fight had happened during this. Look from head to toe. Oh, so there's a whole puzzle that we don't even get to solve. Hippocles is basically
Now that's a lock. Obviously the bomber hasn't come through this
dressed.
door. I guess I need to figure out how to open it up. A stone peg? This must be a clue to open this lock. I need to go where there are lots of statues.
he wrote about cherry beds, whirlpool. I have no idea. Place where there are lots of statues. The garden.
On to my next location.
So we found the bomb room. And I guess at this point we probably should we are just going to go here, 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 and here fairly quickly, and we'll just go long. If you paid attention to the garden, you already know where the place is picked. Walk up to a statue. You select with the cursor, look carefully at the other objects around each statue. So we're looking for something. The major problem here that you're going to run into is that you're just not zoomed in. And let me just see if the mouse wheel zooms in. No, it doesn't. So Yeah, it seems to me like you're highly unlikely to... Euclid. So, are we supposed to use this with Euclid? No. And then they're doing Greek. Pythagoras. Yeah. I guess we're probably looking for Plato. We have a statue over here of, I guess, Archimedes. Oh, Hermes. Yeah, wrong name. Archimedes is somebody else. Yeah, I think we probably are looking for Plato. Artemis. Nope. So probably I'm not getting a bonus. I don't care. It would really suck if we don't get that secret ending. It seems like if there is a secret ending in each one of these games, there probably is a... we might be looking for Narcissus if we're talking about Whirlpool. But yeah, if every game has a secret ending, then Hippocrates, then that would imply that there is some secret Hippocrates. Can't reach it from there. Which, yeah, if every of the Dossier games is written and designed to have a secret ending, then you know there is some kind of secret surprise. Apollo. And we're probably just going to find one statue that makes so much more sense than any of the others. Hephaestus? I don't even know who that would be. I don't think that was Hephaestus. I think I mispronounced it. Aesop. Nope. This is hardly a high action way to end the game either. But I guess there's probably not a great way to decide, if that makes sense. Yep, that's not right. Homer.
Cool, a hidden plaque. This coin looks like it would fit in that big bomb shelter lock. I'd better find more coins.
Bow sternally on an epic journey.
Hey, I got a scroll from Homer. Who could this belong to?
Teacher with influence. Well, it's a teacher with influence. Then this is just gonna have us jump all the way around until we've collected everything. Well, now that we know where everything is, this will be slightly quicker. Pythagoras. His theory is a trinity of points. Let's see, we now have a harp. Which I would assume is Hermes, but I'm not 100% sure. So, some of these characters have to be questionable about. Let's see, flighted messenger. Let's see, what does this one say? Chasing around after a laurel tree. Let's see. See if it is Artemis. Nope. Just wander around. Athena. Nope. I guess the good news is we'll slowly reduce the number of options as we try to brute force this. But this is just, once again, wasting a massive amount of time where it would make a lot more sense to let us just click on a person or have a better interface. Apollo. Opposite to Artemis and Poseidon. Well, here we have a Poseidon fork. Sure wish it would be nice if there was some secret trapdoors or something that would set you back to the middle. Honestly, just do anything in there at all to speed up this process. They have no reason to be proud of this minigame, but clearly it was something they spent more time on than anything else. School's master. Let's see, now we have an axe. Creator of things, metal. Well, that would be Hephaestus. Was Hephaestus an option? Well, Hephaestus. Nope. It's not him. And then this is a game that's playing the background bird sounds, which are going to get annoying. Lights the night with his fire. Now we need a blind justice. Which I'm hoping is up here. Nope. Let's see. Hippocrates repeats his oath. Now we're looking for somebody that likes grapes. did we go that way? Like, well, the good news is they blink if they've already been done. So I now know I don't have to go that way. Good. This is going to make it considerably easier. Don't go to anything that's already blinking. Athena. Nope. That really wouldn't have made a lot of sense. Oh man. Definitely feels like on the face of a puzzle like this, you would say, oh, this is going to take like 5 minutes at most, and then it takes 15 minutes. Artemis. Doubt it. I think this will be the last in the lower left corner. Euclid. Nope. It's not Euclid either. What did I miss? Back this way. It's got to be in this lower area, lower right area. Which then that means we're done with the lower right section. Actually, we should be fairly close to being done completely. Who is this? Aesop? Slow and steady wins the race. Let's see. Now we have a feather, which unless that has something to do with gravity. And no longer do we need to go to the lower right. If this goes here, we won't have to go to the right side at all. Nope. Really feels like there's probably only 2 more to go through. Winged and Wise, Athena. Natural Huntress is Artemis, so we can go there immediately. Artemis is the goddess of the hunt and the moon and wolves and dogs. Hunts only by moonlight. Now we're looking for a compass. Well, the easiest thing to do here is see if it fits this one. If it does, we're done with the top left. That one's already been done. Alright, so we are done with the top left already. So going back this way means we would be done with the entire right side if this is correct. Hippocurse, never look down. And we're looking for the compass. It's an odd mix in the fact that you have both mythological Greek god statues and actual, well, as far as we know, actual human beings in the arts and sciences of Greek times. It seems like this is poorly designed as a puzzle to be educational, because you cannot walk away from this without at least a certain level of confusion as to who was real and who wasn't. Euclid, his axioms were obtuse and acute.
I think I got all the coins.
A lot of
Now
jokes
it's time
there.
to see if they fit in the door to the bomb shelter.
A lot of jokes there that would fly over most people's heads. Definitely feels like the creator of this whole puzzle systems would have made a lot more sense as being depicted as a more crazy person. So I'm gonna go with Hermes on the bunny. That's probably right. I mean, probably wrong. And then I'm gonna go with Hephaestus on the fire, and that wasn't right. Let's go with Aesop. What are we clicking on? Okay. Pythagoras or Euclid. Could be wrong. Fish. Poseidon. And there's Hermes. Artemis, huntress of the bow. Apollo, god of the sun. Not sure on that one. So it seems like maybe all of the fictional characters are on this side, and all the realistic people are on this side. But if there was a thing where this was supposed to line up with these in any way, that wouldn't really make sense. Epicurus, as far as as in the Hippocratic Oath. Euclid went on a journey. No, I mean Homer went on a journey. Although I don't think Homer was a real person either. Let's see. Pythagoras is a squared plus b squared equals c squared. So this is probably Euclid. So which ones do we think are wrong? Let's see. Press the arrow buttons to rotate the wheels. They will expose different slots to the associated symbols. Use the clues you received in the garden to help determine which coin goes in which slot. Remember, these clues are recorded in your journal. So, alright. Hippocrates is the, I guess, odd man out. Let's test this. Evidence. Hippocrates never looked down. Is there something that would be never look down? Athena as a wise old owl. Yeah, it doesn't make sense that any of these would transfer over. Maybe I had it backwards. Maybe that was Hippocrates, and this is Epicurus, and maybe that's Athena.
Oh my gosh, this is definitely the bomber's hideout.
So I was
It's
way
pretty dark
closer
over there. I'd better
than
turn
I
on
thought.
that light.
Okay. Needs a light bulb. Needs a plug. Needs that to work with the plug. Need to be able to solder the thing together. Let's see. Or electrical tape the things back together, the wires back together. And if it is just Joanna who's crazy, then she wanted to get me in this area anyways. There's a soldering gun. So I may very well have walked right into a trap. Bulb here. Lock here. What else are we looking for? We're looking for like one thing.
They're blank.
We need a purple light and UV light, I would imagine. So, phonograph is missing a needle, which, unless we're supposed to do that with the pliers, or this with the pliers. That's funny. Well, I guess we're supposed to turn this handle, and whatever's in here need something long and sticky to get this. That would be long. Tape with that, I guess, or that and that. Well, I found the sticky part. Where's the long part? Wire. So now we have a piece of wire with some tape to then fish out whatever that is, which I assume we either use that. Well, that's probably the record needle. So turn the record crank, and then it gives us an ultraviolet bulb.
The sticky notes aren't blank anymore.
And so now we can read them, but I can't read them. Well, this says 1, so let's put that there, and then this says 2, so let's put that there. Then we have 3, 3, 5, 6, 8. I can't read them. I cannot read any of it. Once upon a... I suppose this... time is specially... I can get once upon a number 3, and so we may just need to brute force this, because I just cannot read this from across the screen. It's terribly written. I see this says its client's war, and this says but the something. Bomb plus lipstick. Something bully. Maybe I'm
I don't think
supposed.
this is the right order.
Maybe I'm supposed to find some other thing. That makes that easier to read. See, there's some third item. It's, I don't think just that. But it may just be that. Almost feels like it would make more sense for this bulb to have been put here. But why would the game give me two options when it hasn't been giving me two options up until this point? War. Maybe we should go with the angle at which things seem to be kind of curved. And just lining up. Place the sticky notes in the right order so that two complete sentences are formed. You might be able to use the numbers. Okay. So there's a comma, which would have to put that in the middle. This seems to be a signature, so that's probably at the end. Once upon a... This would have to be after the comma. Its clients were something. Once upon a luxury spa was. I cannot make out any of this at all, though. And then there's another comma here. Or spot. Okay, let me see. Let me see if I could possibly use my cell phone to zoom in and read the read what's being said here, because like I'm just not being able to see it. Yeah, strap need binoculars sometimes. Alright, first one on the left says once upon a, I can barely read it. And then the second one from the left, its clients were. Third one says luxury spa was built. Healthy and beautiful is the next one. They're a specialty. next one says, but they and the spa. Second to last one says, were yeah. I can still barely make it out. So, once upon a luxury spa, once upon a time, a luxury spa was built. Let's see. Its clients were healthy and beautiful. But they and the spa were so maybe this one goes here, and then that one goes there, and that one goes there, and there, and there. Once upon a time, a specialty luxury spa was built. Its clients were beautiful and wealthy and beautiful, but they maybe it goes whatever this says and then its clients. Now, if this one is not the signature at the end, then put they in the spa. Let's see. Maybe it goes this way. His clients were wealthy and beautiful, but they See, I feel like this is the signature at the end. Maybe this is right. Let's see. Problem here, of course, is that we have too many things that we can't read. Once upon a time, a specialty luxury spa was built. Its clients were wealthy and beautiful, but they and the spa. Man, again, just once again, I'll try and use the camera to see if I can read the far right thing. Okay, well, at this rate, I'm not going to get anywhere, so I'm just going to stand up, walk across the room, and look at the screen. So I'll mute myself and be right back. Okay, I'm back. So I can barely even read it when standing right in front of it. But this last one doesn't say a signature, it says in Northern California. So it says, once upon a time, a specialty luxury spa was built. Its clients were wealthy and beautiful, but they in the spa were rotting from the inside, on the inside. So if I just move this here and then move everything else down, this is the solution. Yeah. I'm sure that's not a problem that most people are going to have if they're playing it on PC. It is a problem, I think, though, that people with color blindness would have. It's a problem I think people with lower resolution, smaller monitors might have. It's a problem if you were going to try and port this game to a cell phone or smaller screen. How do you fix that? You clearly just outline the letters better. You draw it better. You put a different contrast and color there. And so this is 363-53182. Let's see. You don't even have to type in the code. Good. Odd and blank journal. So then the black light with the blank journal. Let's see. The construction story I came up with was brilliant. People are flatterers that will open our doors just for them. People are flattered that we'll open our doors just for them, even though the Redondo is remodeling. They even pay extra to get in here. Extra that goes straight into my pocket. The longer I keep these bombings up, the richer I'm going to be. So it was the boss after all. So he was embezzling. I wonder if whoever you accused is the bad guy for this whole time.
Oh my gosh.
How would he know?
You are the bomber.
How would
I
he know how
was
to make the
right.
bomb?
Yeah, you were right. I planted the bombs to divert attention away from me and to postpone the routine audit that's supposed to take place next month.
What I don't get is why it was necessary for you to...
Make Mr. Mingles eat the explosive, embezzle money from the Redondo, cheat half good. Helgeson. Well, yeah, we don't know why it's necessary for you to embezzle money. Most people would say just because. Now, let's look here. Can we check notes? No.
I don't get why you embezzled money from the Redondo.
I have an aunt who's very sick. On top of that, they're foreclosing on her home because all of her money went toward doctor bills and she can't pay the mortgage.
I'm sorry. That's terrible.
This is a made
Oh,
up
don't
story.
be such a drip. I embezzled the money because I like money and because it was there, okay?
Oh. Well, I suggest you stick to the sick aunt story when you turn yourself in.
Turn myself in? I don't think so. See, I just activated a bomb that's powerful enough to destroy the entire spa and everyone in it. So I, for one, am going to get out of here. I recommend you do the same. Bye.
Yeah, and once again, we very rarely get nothing but a brief animation in 3D. They really dropped the ball. It was totally dumb of them to go 3D with this when a standard regular experience would have worked just fine. Let's see. Is there something super simplistic here? Or is this way more complicated than it looks? That's there. I don't think I need to do all of this. Really, this seems like a lot of extra work. And this is like the 4th or 5th time we've failed one of these puzzles. See, and if we go that way, then can't really solve the puzzle that way. So we can go that way. Probably do that. And try for that. But then there's basically nothing that turns it back up at that point. And you can probably zigzag for this and zigzag for this. And probably bring this back up. Put that to there. But do we have another straight path? Well, this could be here. Certainly. But then do we have another vertical path? Do we go up? No. Not really.
Oh boy.
Yep. This does not feel like it's particularly fun. I think we can well establish that all those pieces have to be there. And then maybe there's some zigzag to all of this that makes sense. But I couldn't. I really could doubt that there's a zigzag to this that works. I need. Oh. Maybe there is. There we go.
There. Deactivated.
Interesting, that like reset my score.
Nick practically dropped the phone when I walked into his office after defusing that last bomb. He was so shocked he never even tried to run for the door. Of course, I had brought 2 police officers
This
with
is
me,
a much
and
better
they were
animation
pretty big,
too.
But still. He tried to talk them out of arresting him by giving him the sick ant story, but they didn't believe him for a nanosecond. Guess I am kind of gullible, huh? At least I'm not the only one.
I don't know why you'd write Nancy
Apparently,
Drew
the
as being
Redondo's board
gullible.
of directors knew Nick had been overcharging clients, but they had no idea he was keeping a large part of those ill-gotten gains for himself. When they found out he planted all those bombs to cover up his embezzling, they promptly fired him and laid all the blame for ripping off their clients squarely on him.
I seriously doubt,
Then they
though,
quietly
that they
resigned
would
themselves to the fact that the reputation of the Redondo had been irreparably damaged.
need to
and
fire
made
somebody.
No doubt have to shut its doors.
Like,
However,
but whatever.
believe it or not, ever since the
If they're
trial,
going
the
to jail.
Redondo has been filled to capacity. I guess it's true what they say. Any publicity is good publicity, as long as they spell your name right. Speaking of which, even I got some publicity in the Tinseltown Tattler. They referred to me as the teenage sleuth who solved the bombings in between a few much-needed procedures. I thought it was kind of funny, but my friend Bess Marvin says I should sue. But I can't do that. After all, they spelled my name right.
So I don't know if we're gonna get that extra cutscene or not, or if I blew that up. Yeah. Well, I'm looking at some credits here, and that's more than enough people. I mean, I cannot imagine that you'd have 4 artists on your team for such a short game like this, and you would manage to make scenes where characters aren't even facing the screen a couple of times, and you would have completely too small and boring 3D models when you could have just had flat 2D animation the whole time. A lot of this goes to the people in charge, the main director of the game. You can see her interactive is listing basically every employee and every actor, and yeah, I would like to have seen that the game would have been from a third person perspective, and Nancy Drew as actress should have read every single line of dialogue and narrated the whole story. I would have liked to see more variety in the puzzle games and much better versions of the video games. Like, this is copyrighted 2009, so in 2021 you're talking 12-year-old game. It honestly, even for that time, is not good enough. And see, apparently it's owned by Simon & Schuster, a major book publishing company. So
when a recently
should have been more
renovated cruise ship
funding.
invites me on a sneak peek passage, I immediately say yes. I mean, spending a couple of days aboard an antique luxury liner, how fun is that? But as soon as we leave port, it becomes apparent this is not your ordinary cruise ship. Ghostly faces at portholes, eerie lights in the dead of night, people vanishing into thin air, things quickly go from slightly weird to downright scary. Help me figure out why, in my next case, Ship of Shadows.
So this is an ad. Is this the secret video? Special credit. Become the ultimate private eye to view these special credits. Now you can look through your journal to view all evidence of movies you've collected. To start a new game from scratch, exit to the main menu and click on the link under your profile name and select New button. Remember, all of the mini games from the adventure can be played by selecting the arcade from the main menu. So, yeah, apparently I just missed the special credits. Let's see. Unless I could play something like this and gain more points. Which of these would even be worth playing? So, we could definitely try our best here to solve this and see if we can make it all the way to where we would want to make it. Don't have any downward shots. This theoretically should be an easier puzzle. So that gave me a pretty massive score. Level 2 start. And 14,581. Pause. Pause. Exit. Main menu. And then if we were to go to play, 15,7,342. Yeah, I hated this one. I hated the facials. Yeah, that's a lot of facials you would have to do. Let's see what the other options are. This seems to play differently than it does in the minigame. Yep. This is an annoying sounding game. Okay. $1,220. Yeah, I don't think I'm getting any more points here. So I just boned it up probably by a couple hundred points, and theoretically I would have to play the whole game all the way over. Yeah, and I don't see any way that would be worth the effort. Well, I think in the first Nancy Drew Dossier game, we at least did manage to get the secret ending. I doubt it was very satisfactory. We are missing some mini games here. Most notably, no cockroach catching minigame, no mouse catching minigame. But as far as the ones that get repeated decent amounts, those are here in this arcade, as if somebody would actually choose to play more of those puzzles. Well, we went fairly long at the end here, but I'm done. There are no achievements for this game. There's on Steam. There's a terrible story in this game. Obviously, major problems with making Nancy Drew this passive character who really doesn't solve any of the mystery. Real problems as far as there being hints that indicate almost every character, or implicate almost every character. So the ending could have been a different character completely. I wouldn't 100% be surprised if actually there are several different endings, and I just don't see a reason why I'd even want to play the game a second time to find that out. The game should have probably told me if it had branching paths or different endings, and prompted me to continue playing. But yeah, from what I vaguely remember of the first Dossier game, that was a much better experience, and even at that, the previous game was also still pretty bad. It's long, it's drawn out, it's boring. I can't imagine a little girl age 8 who would probably be slightly into reading Nancy Drew books would enjoy this. I can't imagine anyone past the age of 8 of any gender enjoying this. So I don't know who the target audience is. Sometimes the puzzles are way too difficult. Sometimes the puzzles are super easy. There's just no polish here. And clearly this is an example of Simon & Schuster probably failing miserably to take the product that they own, which are book licenses, and taking it to a new generation in a new form factor. It would have made a lot of sense if print companies had gone into the video game world. The Choose Your Own Adventure books, for instance, started to add that interactivity, and not every book can be a video game, and not every book can be interactive, but with more funding, there are plenty of young adult novels out there that would have sold very well had they gone in that direction, instead of kind of burying their heads in the sand and just believing that print would never die. And then of course print definitely has pretty much died, and now kids wouldn't read an actual book unless you forced them to. Alright, that's going to be it for this series. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want a friend or follow me on any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. And if you want to support me further, there's a link to Patreon, or you can friend me on Steam and gift me a game off my wishlist. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.